Scott, you have the strong start. What concerned you most about the way the game turned in the first period?
2 penalty kill. 2 goals on penalty kill. Not good enough.
How about 2 offensive zone minors too? Is that?
Yeah, we see that. You can put that on top of it. 200 feet from your net, 2 stick infractions. So when you get a lead, that's not obviously what you want to give them an opportunity like that.
Sure. Gabe Velarde sort of mentioned that it feels like every mistake you're making is ending up in the back of the net. How do you kind of stop that and get it turned the other way?
We'll review it. We'll talk about it until we go out and, on the ice, pay attention to the detailed part of the game. That way, those things are going to happen. There was more grade A's given up tonight than we've given up in a while. So, real disappointing coming off what we had talked about after the Dallas game.
We've talked a lot about kind of progress in the last little while, and I don't know how you differentiate one loss from another, but is there extra frustration when you look so good until then the breakdown happens and it's quite bad?
Yeah, it seems like that whole game went in spurts. Got off to a good start, got behind the 8 ball real quick, and then we got some real big momentum there at the end of the first. We got back into the game to make it 3-2. Then thought there were stretches of the second where, we'd all of a sudden there would be 2-3 shifts in a row, and then we'd go down in our end and give up a couple of glorious opportunities against. And it was just the inconsistency of kind of building off of, good parts of the game. And there were stretches there where we'd go, 2 or 3 minutes where we gave up grade A opportunities. So just got to keep hammering it home here. The moments. There's stress within a game, and you got to be able to handle the stress. And I'm not talking about the mental stress; it's the pressure that builds. And that's just part of as a pro hockey player. You got to be ready for those moments, be able to handle them better than we are right now.
I don't know if this makes sense as a question, but is there any sense of like the cavalry's coming, Connor Hellebuck's close? Does that creep into things a bit?
Well, obviously, he's a world-class player. That having him back is huge. But at the end of the day, if we're going to give up those opportunities that we gave up tonight, he maybe make those saves. But at the end of the day, those are too big of moments that at key times where we gave them opportunities. So we have to clean up our game. No matter which goaltender's in there, obviously having him back is a big difference. But we got to clean up our game, and we're trending towards that. And again, here's this big step back.
It looked like on the PK you were trying pretty hard to pressure quickly. There's a lot of pace to it, and then sometimes there were breakdowns. Is that the goal, or what was going on in that case?
I got to go back and look at it. The one we have a chance to clear the puck, we don't. And then the next one, again, we're trying to be aggressive, and we get 2 guys in the same man, and they make a backdoor play. So, yeah, I got to look at it again. We're going to look it over here and see what we need to do.
Morgan talked about you guys being a team last year that got up and was shutting things down, and it's wearing a little bit that you find yourselves chasing the game so often. But even when you were chasing the game last year, you guys did a good job of doing that thing where last 5 minutes you'd get in their zone, you'd set up, and you'd apply the pressure. What's keeping you from getting to that and getting back into some?
Well, I think there was a lot of that tonight. There was a lot of our forecheck again was heavy, and we got pucks back, and but at the end of the day, it wasn't long enough. It wasn't it didn't continue long enough, and we didn't obviously capitalize on it either. We had some looks, had some rebounds, had some screens, had some tips, but at the end of the day, it has to be that for you have to come out doing that, not when you get down 1 or 2 goals and then all of a sudden get desperate. We have to be that way all the time. Thank you.